welcome to my first race of the OGR League. This first race was taken in Blue Moon Speedway, and we're driving the Muse S2000 GT1s. So basically what happened is I got invited to do this race by Crack, who's in second, starting this race now, and I decided to join it. And to be honest, I'm really glad I did. So, as you can see, spectating me now, we're in P8, a little bit of collision there in front of us. Going down to the braking zone, heading to the sharp left-hand corner, coming up behind Burn. We did have to tune the cars as well, and a lot of us were very friendly and help each other out with tuning. Crack did help me out a lot with tuning, as well as some other people. This wasn't also my first race in this. There was another guy called Skate, who I believe is in last place at the moment. This was his first ever race in this league as well. So going around left hand corner, Plum is leading the race. So yeah, there's Skate now in P12. I believe we started with 13 drivers and then we went down to... No, we started with 12 drivers and we then went down to 1 at the end. Not 1, 11, sorry. So one driver did quit, but yeah. Apart from that, it's a really good race. So here's Grim Reaper getting chased down. He's in P5. We have Burns in P7. Coming up to this left-hand corner, there must be a collision in the barrier there. There's a little bit of smoke. They're trying to get a good exit. Red following them. See me there had a penalty, serving it then. I had a few penalties in the race. A few other people had a few penalties as well. Because hitting the barrier a lot was quite an issue. Because you don't really have a lot of room for mistakes on this track. Also this turn down here, turn 1, was a bit of a pain. If you didn't tune the cars, if you didn't tune the cars like we did, what would happen is you go into that turn and the back of the car would slide out. And you just spin out there, or really slightly. It's coming now to start the 5th lap of the race. Plum is in the lead, followed by THC. Getting really close to that barrier as they come out of that turn. Coming into this infield area. Expecting Grim now. Setting fast personal sector as well. Coming to this left hand corner. Really difficult when I found that corner. Is Red behind them there. He kind of got loose there at the back. See all the drivers coming down now. Start the 6th lap of the race. You see THC being followed right now. And also Crack following the driver in 3rd. All these drivers as well that I met, they were really nice, to be honest. Really good community of racers. All of them but one, I believe, were American. There was one Dutch guy. So it was... The Dutch guy didn't participate in the race though. But I was actually the only one who wasn't American there. And the race did start about 6:30 in America, which started for me about 12:30 in the morning. So yeah, it was quite late at night when I was doing this race, but I enjoyed it anyway. Yeah, I was a little bit tired, but it was great. So respecting Oldman now, I find in this race I did have a few battles with him, and to be honest, he was really great to race against. I found we were at kind of a similar speed to each other, so we had a good few close battles with him. He's red there now. Come out of that first corner. I'm spectating Grim. Getting right up the back of the driver in the front. Rock. I did have a talk with Rock as well, he's quite nice. But actually on the day of the race, that was the day I met all the drivers. I didn't meet them. I met them on the Friday, and before then I didn't meet them before. That was the day we met. And they asked like, hey, do you want to join this league? The league race that we're doing. I was like, yeah, sure, I don't mind. So give that a go, and here we are doing a 65 lap race around Blue Moon Speedway. So we see Crack following driver in third, who is Pops. Yeah, he's quite nice too. Crack was really useful because he gave me like a base setup for this car that we're driving in the race, to like have a tweak around with, stuff like that. But he gave me the base just like a base kind of model, which I can tweak to my personal liking and have a little tune, see what's faster and what's not. You see form behind a little bit there. I'm expecting first place, Plum, followed by THC. Very fast drivers. They were saying about 46-second laps. I did a lot of practicing before this with some of the drivers, not all of them, but a few of them. At the time I was doing 46, I think this race fastest I was doing was 48, as you can see Rock is now in the pits. I think the fastest I did at the time then, in the practice, was 46, and then I think I just got really tired and started doing 48-second laps. But yeah, in the practice I was quite quick, but in the race not so much. I also found maybe I might have done something to the tune, because on the straight I was going like not as fast as the other drivers. The other drivers going like 173 miles per hour on the straight, while I was going 160, I think 164, 166. So yeah, I was falling down behind a little bit on the straight. If it wasn't that, it was my exit out of this corner here onto the straight was not quite good. So we see Grim Reaper coming into the pits now, his pit crew there waiting for him. Is he going to refuel and change tyres? Yes, he's changing tyres, currently on the soft tyres. I think he's staying on the softs, now just refueling. See me here now. Made my way up to 5th place with Old Man behind. That's big Red, he's going into the pits now as well. See the pit crew coming out of the pits there. Well, they're still in the pits, but they're just coming out. They're getting ready in position. Will he change tyres as well? Let's have a look. So going into the pits now. Doesn't change tyres, just getting some fuel. And I've made my way up to 2nd. I believe it's just Burn in front of me. Don't know how far in front they are. See a bit of red now coming out of the pits. Going into their first turn 1. So what it is we do this race every Friday. I think at the same time. Do this race every Friday. I'll post it, but I'll upload it as soon as I can. It doesn't really take that long to edit. I probably like edit and upload it the next day, so it should be up on a Saturday. If this is up on the Saturday, you'll know. Probably, well, most likely be uploaded on Saturdays. If not, probably by Sunday or next week. We do have like a little head start of like what track is going to be next week. So the next race next week is going to be at Tsukuba Circuit with the Lexus RCF GR2 cars, I believe. And before this race, we did have a few laps around there to see how the race was. You know, preparing for that race a little bit. Now, in this race, this was actually my first time in months I've driven on the circuit. I think the last time I drove on it was probably in Gran Turismo Sport or when I was doing the campaign for Gran Turismo 7. But still, a really long time since I've driven on this track. And I also never drove this car before in this game. Before the race, I actually do a little race, like a race against AI to get some credits to buy this car and the upgrades for it. Because I didn't have the car at all. This was like my first proper race with this car. But I think I had like 2 hours of practice before I did this race with this car. So yeah. So we're on flap 17 now. You can see Rock go into this like tight section. So you see Red is going to serve penalty now. I'm behind him, behind Byrne. Just going around Red now as they come out serving the penalty. Byrne in front of me, I think, just touched the barrier a little bit there, not enough to get himself a penalty. See now going through this turn 1. I think Skate slowed down a little bit there for Let's Go past. You can see him behind us now. Just touched the barrier a little bit there as well. I'm spectating me again now. Coming into this left hand corner. Right behind Byrne again. Just getting really close to that barrier in the exit, but doing best not to hit it too hard. Otherwise we will have a penalty. Come around, start lap number 19. So we are spectating Rock now with Byrne behind him. Come to this left hand corner. Probably late on the shifting a little bit there. I find the trick with this race is you've got to have a lot of speed on this long straight here. So this is where you mainly do a lot of the overtaking, and it's on the long straight where you get the slipstream and yeah, basically where you get the slipstream. It's the main part of this race where you go where you overtake. Just a little bit of contact there. Don't think he went into the barrier though, which is good. Going into this left leg kink. Finish the first sector. Getting really close there. Heavy into the brakes. I brake a little bit early, I think. Coming out here now, they are in front. Spectating Red behind me here. I did find Red was quite a bit quick. I think there was Old Man serving a penalty there. And Skate as leader THC come around to lap some cars. Start lap number 22 of the race, after 65 laps. The race did nearly last like an hour long. So yeah, I started the race at like 12:30, finished it at like half on. But yeah, good fun. That's what happens when you race against Americans, so. So we see Crack now coming to serve his penalty. 1.5 second penalty. So saving it now. Nobody's really behind him to overtake at the moment. But that is going to affect his speed on the straight. Spectating Burn now. Coming up to this little kink, right hand kink here into the left hand, like 90-degree left-hander. Now spectating Rock behind Red. Will he be able to get the overtake on the straight? Don't think he'll be able to. I don't think he's in range of the slipstream. I'm back to spectating me. I'm now in last place at the moment. See one driver into the pits, kind of hit the barrier there. I think that was a little bit of lag. Up into 11th. It's coming into this into turn 1, the left-hander, which kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but like you go into the corner and then it's like kind of it gets tighter as you go through the corner. It like, yeah. It's a really difficult corner I found, but once you know how to do it, it's kind of just get into the habit of doing right. Braking a lot later there as I was before, nearly hitting the barrier on the exit. That's how much I'm pushing this car at the moment, just really close to getting a collision in it. Made our way up to P10, coming to start lap number 24. Spectating Rock now, and now Woodman, I believe. Yep. Just a little bit of contact there, as you could hear on the exit of that corner. No penalty for them though, so that's good. Come around to the front straight. You see him going past now. Starting lap number 25. Just old man tucking into the slipstream there, he's into the corner. Here I am coming around to start lap number 25 as well. I've made my way up into 9th position. Coming around to turn 1. Go a little bit wide there. Nice to keep control of the car though. Going to this left-hand corner, nearly hitting the barrier on the exit. Some drivers going to the pits, including the leader. Will I be pitting around on this lap? Let's have a look. It's coming around now. Yes, we go into the pits now. See our pit crew sitting there on the sidewalk, coming out now to get ready to pit the car. Now, will we be changing tyres and refueling? I do enter the pits a little bit early, as you can quite see. Still like a quarter left of fuel in the car, but I just kind of go in a little bit early. Don't change tyres, just refueling. Now just spectating Red on the main straight going past us. We're down in, we made our way up to P10, we're in P11 now. We're just in front of Skates. Getting back squarely on the exit, hitting the barrier, 1.5 second penalty there. Not good for Red. I think there was light damage on this race as well. We're coming out of the pits now in P11. And as you can see, Skates there in last position. Plum in first, coming into the pit lane to change tyres and refuel. And we were literally pushing these cars into pit lanes. Some of us were entering the pits with no fuel in the tank left. We were just cruising into the pits, just cruising in. So you see Rock now in P2. See THC trying to make a move up into that left hand corner, doesn't quite do anything. Pops is in P3, THC is in P4. Spectating inside the car now. Coming onto the main straight, I believe he has a slipstream in there, yeah. Coming around to start lap number 20 line. Heading into this left hand corner, heavy onto the brakes. Driver in front, got barracks than him, seems. Into this left hand corner. Going down slow straight into the right hand kink. Heavy onto the brakes, heading to this left hand corner. Spectating Crack now. And now Plum, who's in P6. They start the racing first, I believe. You see them chasing down Crack now. Getting really close to that barrier, touching it a little bit, but not enough to get a penalty, which is good for them. It's coming around now to start lap number 30 on the main straight. There we go, lap number 30 now. Coming into the turn 1. No spectating old man, with me chasing down behind him. Just doing everything I can to reel him in. So yeah, I think I'm a little bit later on the brakes there than he was. Getting a better X than him by a little bit, just in the slipstream. Now will we have the power to take him around this straight? Won't look like it. Heading into the first corner. They go a little bit wider than us. Do gain on them. Getting really close there. Don't make contact though. Move up into P8. They go into the corner. They hit the barrier there. I don't know if whether we pushed them into it. It kind of looked like it, but we don't get a penalty for that. It's a shame for them. Come round to serve the penalty already just down here. I do believe that was my fault. So coming around to start lap number 31 in the front straight, we are in P8. As you can see, I'm not using my usual livery as well, and that is because I didn't have time to make it, because all the liveries you see me use in the race, the like blue one with the white, I make those liveries, I don't get them off the like discovery area. I actually make those liveries, and I didn't have time to make it this time, so I'm just using one I got out of the discovery area. After the race though, I did redo it and make my one though. I made my one. I also made my livery for the car for the next race as well. For the Lexus. So that's ready for next week's race. I have no idea what the race is going to be after next week. I'll probably find that out in this coming week. Because we don't really have like a schedule. What we do is like every week we test out some tracks, and we test out different cars on those tracks to see which ones feel really fun on that track, and whatever feels the best we do for next week's race then. So it was, I believe this week they were testing out some cars on Scuba Circuit, and they got the Lexus. And it must have been last week they were testing out this track and they found these cars were really fun on it. So we're coming around now. Crack. It's got a 1.5 second penalty, I believe. I'm really looking forward to next week's race though, as it's going to be a really weird one because Scuba Circuit is quite a small track. I always called it the go-kart track, because it's that small. And we're going to be racing GR2 cars around there, which are really, really fast cars. So I'm excited to see how it's going to be. I'm nervous but also excited. So spectating Burn now. Going down this little straight. Going right the right hand kink, going into the braking zone. Now spectating back to me. And Old Man. Old Man trying to chase me down a little bit here. Spectating Plum now, who's in third. Crack is chasing him down in fourth. Little contact with the barrier there as well. No penalty though, which is good for them. Good for him. Now we're about halfway into the race basically. Start lap number 36. Out to over 65. So I can see Pops, who's in second place, trying to overtake Burn, and they did. Now having braking zone as well. Burn goes a little bit wide there. Into the green concrete. Spectating me, who's in front of Old Man. You see Grim following behind, getting the overtake in there. Old Man trying to cut back across, but she's not close enough. So we can see a driver ahead with a penalty. I'm not sure who that is, I can't quite see. And it looks like it's Plum. Yes, it's Plum, I think. Yep, Plum's having a 1.5 second penalty. It's coming around now to start lap number 37 after 65. See me in P8 here now. So braking about the 100 meter board, really late on the brakes, nearly hitting the wall as I'm chasing down Rock. Coming around to start lap number 38. Spectating inside the car now, inside the cockpit. Right, getting really close to Rock there. Just getting into their slipstream. What we'll probably do is try and get an overtake on the front main straight. We might get it down here actually, we're really close. So he's on the left to me. Going in here. I left the throttle there, just giving him a little bit of space. 100 meter board, nearly colliding there. A little bit closer now with Skate. I think Skate kept control of the car though, which is good for him for his debut race. And my debut race as well. Come around to the front straight. Just got a little bit, just going a little bit faster than him on the exit. Getting the overtake done. We're in P6 now. Start lap number 39. Just come around, getting really close to my rear bumper there. Come around to this left-hand corner. Send it in. And I just pull away on the exit of that corner. He's not going to be able to get my slipstream, I don't think. Now spectating Plum. Really fast drivers. He's a really fast driver. He did quite well on the qualifying of this race. Did quite well on the race itself. Here I am going in the pits. Am I changing tyres? Yes, I am. I'm also going to be refueling. I'm literally out of fuel. Tank was empty. Also, Skate as well, I believe. He's coming into the pits. Very low on fuel as well. Is he going to change tyres as well? He is changing tyres as well. Right, looking at Grim chasing down Oldman. As the leader's coming to the pits as well. Plum, he's going to the pits. Is he going to change tyres? I'll have a look now, see if he does. He is also going to change tyres and refuel. Also during this race we were speaking at a party. The majority of us were in a party talking. So we were hearing everything we were saying. It's just a bit easier to like communicate our intentions to each other then. Unfortunately I didn't record any of the party audio. Some of it was quite funny. There were some good funny moments, but yeah. Suspecting Skate now behind me. He's in P10, I'm in P9. To be honest, Skate did quite well for his debut race in this league. Around that left one, I think I just got a better accident than him. He goes a bit squirrely on the end as well. I had to get a better exit than him, pulling away on him. Some reason he had his wipers on there, don't know why. Not even a drop of rain in sight. There's a crack just sweeps around the outside of him. Just dominating this track. There the crack is. Coming up behind me now. Now will I defend against him? Will I get back? I hit the barrier there, I get a 1.5 second penalty. I believe at this point I do let him pass because he was a faster car than me. Yeah, I do. Then I try and get into his slipstream. Driver behind me, Plum, he just goes past me, laughing at me as well. And then Grim as well on P7, they're coming past me. They're also lapping me. So we managed to get a good exit, but unfortunately we've got a penalty, so we really can't do much there. I did notice as well with a lot of races in this race, when like fast drivers who are lapping them are coming up to them, they don't really slow down. I did notice they're quite competitive even if they are getting lapped. Where with me, like if I see somebody who's coming to lap me, I kind of let them pass a little because I'm not racing them. So yeah, I did notice I'm a bit more old-fashioned when it comes to racing, we'll say. So maybe on the next race, if I'm getting lapped, which hopefully I'm not, I will kind of fight for the position a little bit more. Spectating old man now. Going to this left-hand corner. Just not letting him have the room there. A skate, I think that was, just go straight into the barrier. Not good for him. All this happening behind me. I didn't realise. So we're lap 45 out of lap 65 now. For me anyway. I believe the leaders are a few laps ahead. Spectating him now, who's just coming up behind Rock, I believe. Seems like it. Getting the position on him as well. Coming to start lap number 48 out of 65. One thing I did notice while racing is how quick it felt like time was going. Because it didn't really feel like an hour for me. It felt like half an hour we were racing for, but we were racing for an hour basically. Even now watching back over it, it doesn't really feel like I'm watching this for an hour. It feels like I'm still watching for like half an hour, 20 minutes. So driver now is coming into the pits. Can't really tell who that is. I think it's been. Not entirely sure. Yes, it is. Will they get tyre change? Nope, just fuel. They're on the hard compound tyres, which makes sense why they're not changing the tyres. Probably still have a lot life left in them. I think I did 2 stints on the soft tyre, and then I went to the hard tyre, which I did 1 stint on the no, it must have been 2 stints of the soft tyre and then onto the hard on the 3rd. And then only pitted for fuel. So yeah, I only changed tyre twice. I think I went to the pits like 5-6 times for fuel. One thing I kind of found with me as well though is like I can last quite a long time on the tyres even when they're like the life is like going pretty low and not a lot of life left in them. I found that I can still go decently quick, but obviously not as quick as I could on fresh tyres. But like if we had like 2 laps left to go and I had a decent lead, I could go those 2 final laps really quickly still. But yeah. Whereas before, I feel like when I had like no tire life left, I was always like spinning out or just understeering so much that I go straight off track. But now I feel like I can handle it better, and I don't know, I can just adjust myself to how my tires are feeling. So we can see we're in P8 now, hitting the barrier then again a 1.5 second penalty, not good for us. Coming around to server now, just 1 corner left, then we see the penalty. We're spectating an old man here who's right behind us. I say right behind us in the thing, but not actually on the track. The leader was behind us actually, I think it was Pops. So come around now to start lap number 51 at 65. Doing really quick laps, only like 48 seconds long. I think my average was like 48.9, where before in practice I think average I had was like 46.7. I was really tired at this point, I believe. I remember one point in the race I got so tired that like my eyes just wouldn't stay open. They just forced themselves to close, but yeah. I think that because of that I actually hit into the barrier a little bit, or hit another driver by accident a little bit, because my eyes just closed on themselves, but I sorted myself out. And I was good. Just shows how much I'm putting myself through to do these races. THC in P3 there. Starting second, just past me there, lapping me. I really did like his delivery on his car as well. The like Haas, but also like kind of NASCAR looking style on him in the car. Really did like that. The barrier looks like there, but probably just a little bit of lag. So I'm on the inside here, getting a better exit, I think. I think there was a driver there on the left of us, so I'm not entirely sure. Looked like someone was there. He's just getting us here. He's got in the slipstream. He's just got more power than me. Or he's done his gearing better than I have. So the driver goes into the pits. I go in the pits as well. I'm on the medium compound tyre, not the hard. I think I did that for the rest of the race. I think. Don't quote me on that. We'll see if I change tyres here, or if I just refuel. Definitely going to refuel anyway, because we've got 7% left of fuel. Don't change tyre, just fuel, yeah. And we've got Evil, I think that is, who's also in the pits. They were on the soft compound tyre, so they might have to change tyres as well. Yep. And also refuel. Also Crack, he's changing tyres as well and refueling. I think a good strategy was, like, every time you're in the pits, go to soft tyres, because the soft tyres last the entire stint, and like right at the end of the stint, then they're basically dead and need to be changed, and getting them on doesn't really slow you down that much. THC there, coming out of the exit, just hits the barrier a little bit there, just grinds across it. Not enough to get penalty though, so that's good. Didn't hit it hard enough. So they're leaving the race on lap number 55, coming around to finish that lap into lap 56. I really did enjoy driving these cars though, and I'm used to like GR3 kind of cars, GR3 or GR2. I'm not really used to these type of cars, but I really did enjoy it. They're really good fun to drive. I'm glad I did the race as well. It's Crack here in P3. Man hits the barrier a little bit there, getting a 1.5 second penalty. A lot of people tend to be getting penalties though. As another driver there has one. Plum, I think that is. Yeah, he's getting a penalty. Driver behind, slowing down behind him though. It was not really the best idea either. If I was him, I would have just gone around him and shooting the penalty. Or gone through him, should probably be doing the penalty. Oh man, still got the penalty, I believe, there. As Byrne goes into the pits, I believe. He's on the hard compound tyre. THC still leading the race, coming to start lap number 58. Around the first turn. It's going on this long little straight before they go into the left-hander. It's getting grim here now. Following behind the driver in front. I do believe he's in the slipstream, but it's not enough to overtake him on the straight. Set a new new personal fast lap as well. Seems like the fastest 46.2. Can't really see. So while I edit these videos and do the voiceovers, the screen that I'm watching to see what's going on, so I'm commentating it is a lot smaller, so it's hard to see what's like smaller details I'm writing. That's why I'm like, I believe behind so and so. And I believe we are spectating Grim. Don't know who they're behind though. I think that's Plum they're behind. All very fast drivers. Starting lap number 59. Around the first turn. Getting really close to the driver in front there. Getting the doesn't get the overtake done, just a bit of lag. It's one of the main issues in these races that I did encounter, just a little bit of lag. Not too much from my point of view, but for other people's, there was a bit of lag for them. Now spectating Skate, I believe, yeah. And now THC. The really nice 41 with the hat decals all over it, or stickers, wherever you're from. Especially in Grim now, behind Plum. Did notice these two they did have a lot of close races together. It's always good to see. We love good close racing. Breaking before the 100 meter board there a little bit. Come on to finish lap number 61 to start lap number 62. So you go into the pits, he is as well. Just hitting the barrier on the entrance to the pits. Did see a few people doing that. It's pit crew coming out, most likely to refuel and change tyres. Probably not refuel the tank fully. So you're not really going to need a fuel tank for the remaining of this race. So lap number 62 has started for him. He doesn't change tyres, he's just refueling. See me there in 9th position as well. See a driver behind in my mirror that I believe is Crack to lap me once again. Come around on my right side. A little bit of contact there. It's not very good. Come around to finish lap number 61. So you see the old man in front of us. What I called him a lot in the race, old man, instead of old man. So that's how I kind of pronounced it. So lap number 62. I believe the leaders have got like 2 laps to go, as they are a few laps ahead. So I didn't manage to do the full 65 laps. I believe I finished on lap number 63. I believe on next week's race we are doing less laps. Probably going to be doing about like, I think we're doing 52 laps, 53 laps, somewhere around there. So yeah, final lap of the race now. We're at number 63. We're in 9th position. Are we going to be able to get an overtake on Oldman this lap? They go a little bit wide, so helping us catch up. Getting right behind them now into their slipstream. For some reason they have that indicator or blinker on, my American fans. Don't know why that was. So they're hugging the inside now, that's probably why they have the indicator on. You just dive up onto the outside of him. Not quite getting the overtake done. Got a little bit squirrely on the exit. Not helping us get a good exit there. As we got THC, I believe, finished in first. Then it was Plum and then Crack in third. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. And congratulations to the leaders. Goodbye.